Hey guys, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I'm so excited to share with you this gorgeous card. This is a card I made for Mother's Day, and I kind of like it because it's a little different. And I'm going to show you a slightly different version of this because I think this is the perfect card to do in any color combination. So, first of all, I am using the amazing, and I truly mean that, Eastern Palace bundle. That bundle, actually there's two different bundles. This is a special for the month of May 2017, and the way it works is if you purchase one of the two bundles, you get some free product from Stampin' Up! And all of this is a sneak peek from the new catalog. So first of all, there is a basic bundle that comes with a stamp set, some printed paper, I think some printed paper, some gold stickers, and ink pads. Then the Premier bundle has the stamp set, the coordinating framelits, which are the bee's knees, if you know what I'm saying. All of the stuff that I mentioned before from the basic bundle, as well as some additional accessories. And you can see all the details for what is included in these bundles on my blog. And there's a link to that in the description of this video, as well as to purchase. Now, I just have to mention before I get started, because I always forget this stuff, if you order the Premier bundle, which is the one that has the framelits and everything, it's the bigger of the two, if you order that from me, you will get a PDF with 25, actually there's 28 tutorials. They are photos with written instructions, including the dimensions and the colors and all of that good stuff. All of that will be delivered to your email inbox, and you will have a ton of inspiration. But wait, there's more. In addition to that, if you use the host code, and I'll have that again, it's in the description of this video, by Friday, this Friday, which is May, I want to say 5th, today's the 2nd, Wednesday's the 3rd, Thursday's the 4th, yep, Friday the 5th. If you order by Friday the 5th, I will also throw in a free online class, which I will have valued at $25. And in that online class, I'll just give you a sneak peek. One of the projects we make is this gorgeous box filled with cards, and one of those cards looks like this. How pretty is that? So this is a sneak peek. I don't often give sneak peeks of my online classes, so this is kind of an amazing deal. But there will be tons of inspiration, and it is an amazing deal. Like I said, that class is going up on my blog for $25, so yay! Okay, back to this project because it's awesome and I want to show you how I did it. So first of all, I'm using the stamp set. I think the thing that's a little bit misleading about the stamp set is sometimes I look at it and wonder, do I really need it? I don't know. But you look at some of these images and you think, well, what are you going to do with that? And actually, I'm just going to point this out. I demonstrated this in my Facebook Live this week. This will be posted tomorrow to my blog, which would be Wednesday. But that is the amazing thing you do with that image, and then this does a similar effect. But how cool is that? And like I said, I will give you so much inspiration you won't even question it. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to do with this, though, to make this card extra special, because this is actually a Mother's Day card. So first of all, I'm going to take my framelits, and I am using a piece of Crumb Cake cardstock, which is 11 inches, and you should probably score this, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. I just shot a video a minute ago, and it, by the way, went horribly wrong. So if you watched it, I hope you don't judge too much. But it did not go as I had planned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this through my Big Shot, and then of course I'll open up my card, and I'm going to place these. So I have one of the points pointing up, and then I'm going to take one of these points and point it up. And then I have this piece, and I want this point to point up as well. And I know these 3 dots are in that point. Do you see that? Okay, so I'm going to place that right there. Now, if you think you'll never, ever, ever, ever be able to hold that until you get to your Big Shot all nice and in line, do yourself a favor. Take some washi tape. This is the perfect use for that thing of washi tape that you had to have, but there's always like the ugly sister, you know, the one you don't like as much. So take that one and use that design of washi tape for this purpose. I know, I'm just full of amazingly brilliant ideas. Okay, so I'm going to position these just as I like them. Then I'll put the washi tape right over to hold them all in place so they don't move around. See how evenly, perfectly spaced that is? I know, I'm amazing. Okay, now when you do that and run it through your Big Shot, oh my gosh, this is what happens. You get this gorgeous card, and look at how these pieces just fall right out. It makes me so happy. Happy, 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 happy. I didn't even use the die brush. That's how awesome this is. Okay, so we'll just get rid of that confetti like that. And now I love this card, but we're going to make it even more awesome. Awesomer. I'm sure that's a word. Definitely. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cute little dotted image. Do you see those dots? It's this one right here. Oops, there. The glare, it's tricky. And I'm going to use my white ink pad. And I will go ahead and stamp these dots in between each one of the points. Okay. And this just adds kind of a nice little decorative flourish, if you will. It's really easy to do too, especially because you can see right through. So isn't that fun? That just already made it fancy. And oh my gosh, as I'm looking at this, I see Christmas. I don't know about you, just saying. Okay. Now, on my card, I would like to point out that I ripped this off, so it's not a nice, perfect, even, beautiful looking thing. I just ripped it right off because I didn't like how it was. Well, okay, so I had adhered it to the inside of my card, and the idea was being that it would pop open, but then you saw a bullseye of these circles, and I was like, that's not pretty. So instead, I glued it up here, and then I think this circle is not that big a deal, although because I had glued mine, there's all this, it's not fancy. So, I mean, if I was really anal, I could go ahead and like glue a nice circle to the back of that, but I'm not going to because you also know I'm lazy. Okay. And what I'm going to do instead is show you the correct way to do it with a different color combination. So I thought I would start with Pink Pirouette. And then I brought in some scraps, and if you caught my last video, I did show you my scrap drawer system. So I'm also going to use a 2-inch circle punch because that was the size that fit this ring of stuff, okay? Then I also have some Calypso Coral, and I believe I used my 1-inch punch. Pretty sure. We'll verify that. But then that will cover this inside ring right there, like so. Okay? Now, what I want to do, though, is position these to make sure that they are indeed covering what I want them to cover. So I'm basically going to place this right here. And remember, we're gluing this to the inside, so nothing's going to show from the outside. So it's okay. All right, so then I want my darker ring there and then my darkest ring here. And basically I'll do one at a time to ensure that they're going to be in the right position. Pardon me. So what I'm going to do is, you know, I just realized I coughed and it didn't hurt. Yay! That's a post-surgery awesome thing. All right, so I don't see it sticking out anywhere, so I'm going to push that down to hold it there. Okay, good. And then this one, there's a little bit less wiggle room, so I really want to make sure it's in there. And I find if you set it on there but don't push on it, you can move it around, which is what I'm doing right now. I set, ooh, that actually was worse. My goodness. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm moving the whole circle thing. I'm like, why is this not happening? Okay. Now I just want to make sure this is in a place. There we go. Okay, so everything's placed correctly. I'm going to hold the circle down, and then what I'm going to do is put some adhesive in between my little petals so that the card will, I think my thing is almost out of adhesive. Okay, so the card will hold on to the circles. Okay. This will all make sense in a second. There we go. Now it's attached. Okay, it's attached and you don't see any of the edges peeking out, so that's exactly what we want. However, we also want to see these petals stick up, so I'm going to bend each of them up a little bit because you know Dina likes her dimension. Okay, and there you go. Now I think this one is so pretty. Really pretty. I like the colors. All right, now I'm going to make this pretty simple. So I have this sentiment that comes in our Eastern Beauty stamp set, which is something about making me smile. Hold on, let me stamp it and then I'll tell you. To think of you is to smile. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so there we go. But then we want this to be a nice Mother's Day card. So let's decorate it like that. I'm going to take this fun image, ink this up really good. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I have to tell you, I sort of half inked my ink pad. I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it, and it turns out it just needed re-inking. Imagine that. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this once, like so, and then I'm going to ink it up again. And this is a little trickier because I'm using white ink, so I can't totally see through. Ooh, that's not good at all. So this is a little bit of stamping by faith. If I wasn't so lazy, I'd get out a stamp positioner to ensure this is correct, but we'll see how well this goes. Oh, perfect. Look at that. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, so I have that. And then my backup plan was to do this, to place this over the center in case I messed it up really bad. All right, but there's a reason why I'm gonna do this, because I'm also going to place, isn't that cool? Geometric stuff is cool. All right. I'm going to also stamp on a little scrap of paper, Happy Mother's Day. Because as I mentioned, this is a Mother's Day card. I gotta get my ink pad though. So I'm gonna use Calypso Coral ink. Now this Mother's Day stamp is from the set Teeny Tiny Wishes. That set's been around for forever. In fact, you can see it's been around, ooh, so long. I have it in wood. Oh my gosh, I still am stamping this bad. There we go, that's better. Goodness. Now you can take either your triple banner punch, or if you have this old retired banner, you can take this punch and make the little flag ends. And then we're just gonna pop that up on the inside. So how awesome is this for a Mother's Day card? I think most moms would approve. So now you have a little inspiration for both the Eastern Beauty stamp set and the Eastern Palace bundle. And if you want a whole lot more inspiration, place your order through me and I will hook you up. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.